Quit or quitting. That is what I want us to think about and talk about on this week's episode of Minutes with Minister Mike. Quit. Like I always ask you, when you hear me say a word, I want you to first think about it. What does it mean to you? What are you thinking about when you hear this word? Whenever you hear this word anytime during your day, your week, your hours, what comes to mind? Quit or quitting is often seen as giving up or abandoning a pursuit. You abandon an endeavor, you abandon a business, you abandon a relationship, you abandon something. That is what quit or quitting is seen as. It is also important, though, to recognize that quitting can also signify a necessary shift or a redirection in your path. So it is not always negative when you hear the word quit. Sometimes it's important for you to quit, because to quit sometimes means you are redirecting your path. You are redirecting your purpose. You are redirecting your goals. You are redirecting your objective. You are redirecting yourself. So it's important also for you to understand that quitting is not always about giving up in a negative sense. It can also mean giving up in a positive sense. Instead of viewing quitting as a failure, it's very important this week today for you to see it as a strategic choice to prioritize your growth, to prioritize your overall well-being, mental health, physical health, to prioritize your purpose, and above all, to prioritize your fulfillment. So how can you incorporate quitting into your life in order for you to be better, in order for your life to be better, in order for you to be able to achieve your goals and objectives? The first thing you need to understand, especially as it relates to relating with people, see, there is no success without people. And whenever you hear the word relationship, do not always think about romance. You are relating with everybody. Customers relate with their vendors, employee relates with their employers, friends relate with each other. Yeah, now romantic partner relate with each other. So when you hear the word relationship, I'm not a marriage counselor, I'm not a relationship coach, and I'm not a romantic relationship coach. I am just telling you that the word relationship shouldn't always be defined within the confine of a guy and a girl trying to date each other. Do you understand me? So it's important for you to view quit from a relationship point of view. You need to value relationships. Do you understand? People leave people. People don't always leave a company, they don't always leave a business, they leave people. Maybe they don't like their boss is a tyrannical one and all that. People don't quit a business or an organization. Most of the time, people leave people. They don't really want to leave the relationship. They want to leave the people inside the relationship. So investing in meaningful relationship and meaningful connections with those around you is very important, is key to developing loyalty, to developing engagement, to developing support, to developing collaboration. So take the time to develop healthy relationships. Take the time to develop genuine connections and quit all those relationships or connections that is not adding value to you, that is not making you better, that is not improving your overall life, that is not improving your overall purpose. Take a time to quit those relationships and take your time now to invest in better relationship. Also, it's important for you to recognize some signs. See, everyone feels like quitting sometimes. We are humans, so sometimes things don't go the way we want and we just want to throw in the towel and quit. But and most especially it happens when we don't feel valued. Do you understand me? When you don't feel, and see, you don't need to become enemies, all right? When you don't feel valued in a relationship, at work, in the family setting, in the friendship setting, it's important. Just quit. You don't need to start bad-mouthing people because they think, oh, they don't value you. If they don't value you, you leave. And when you leave, it's not a bad thing. It's okay. So far, you don't feel valued. It's okay. Thumbs up to you. leave. Do you understand me? So it's important for you to know that you need to now see those signs. When you see somebody that you really like, you really value, but they don't feel valued, it's important for you to invest in those things. When you see those signs, pay attention to your feelings. All right, when you are feeling frustrated most of the time, when you are feeling disillusioned, you don't even understand your life anymore, when you are feeling stressed and burnt out, maybe it's time for you to quit. Whatever it is that you are doing, maybe it's time for you to stop, redirect, quit totally, and find another path. Do you understand me? So it's important for you to recognize the signs. See, in terms of relationship, people quit people. I said it before. So communication is going to be very important. And when I say communication, when you need to understand it from the angle of asking people questions. Don't assume you know what people mean. See, many people don't understand the words they speak. So you ask them questions. Do you mean this? When you say the word stupid, what do you mean by saying that? When you say the word disrespect, what do you mean by disrespect? When you say the word boundaries, what do you mean by that? That is communication. That is you being paying attention. You are actively listening to what the other person is saying. So you need to develop important communication skills for you not to quit on people and for people not to quit on you. And finally, on this week's episode, I want to encourage you, all right, to choose empowerment over defeat. When you feel like quitting, I just want to encourage you, find the second gear. All right, find a reason to continue, especially when it is due to stress. Go and rest. All right, quit today and start again tomorrow. It is not all the time that you quit and you quit forever. Yes, I understand quitting for redirection, but it's also important for you to know that you don't, some great things are going to happen to you, but that doesn't mean you will feel good all the time. All right, that is why I'm encouraging you this week to choose empowerment over defeat. Whatever happened to you, however you feel about it right now, in 2 days time, in 3 days time, in 1 month's time, you might change your mind. You might feel a little bit better about that particular thing. You might feel a little bit better about that relationship. You might feel a little bit better about that person. So you don't quit totally. You don't always burn those bridges. Yes, I can encourage you to do that, but you don't always do that. So this week, go out there, quit some unnecessary dramas around you. Do not always quit what is giving you purpose. When you feel like something is choking, you can take a time off to rest. But choose empowerment over defeat. Thank you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.